Welcome to Practice Made Easy, where we help you create freedom through a staff-driven practice that grows with or without you there. Listen, I was actually working with an office out in Texas not too long ago, and they were having a problem with flatlining stats. You ever had like your charts that you track or your stats in your spreadsheets and they're just like not changing? No matter how many marketing efforts you put in, how many people you try to convert, whatever the problem was, you just could not get your stats to flatline. Well, this office was stuck. It wasn't growing at all. It had been at like 260 visits and $40,000 a month forever. And no matter what they did, what coaching program they joined, they could not change it. Well, I went to their office a couple years ago, and when I was in there, it's pretty simple. During their daily huddle, when I was there, they were talking about patients, coordinating patient care, what each patient has to do, when they're going to be scheduled, and so forth, which is a good thing to be in coordination and get in communication with your team. But the problem was, when they were trying to get referrals or trying to generate new business, the doctor who was managing the office, this gentleman, he was a good guy, nothing wrong with him, but just was using the wrong tactic, right? He was using general statements given to the team to get something done, and everybody else thought somebody else was going to do the thing that no one else was going to get done, right? So keep this in mind, right? Delegation is key, but you got to be specific and delegate a deadline to a specific person to get something done. So in this case, he had a chance to start some marketing campaigns in the office that weren't moving. So I said, instead of just saying everyone get referrals, or can you make sure to ask for reviews in the office to his whole team, I had him simply delegate how much reviews, how many people, what people are going to ask, who's going to ask it, and what's the goal by the end of the day. See, the people in your team need to know what winning is defined as, right? What's the game or the metric or the statistic that's going to define them succeeding at a goal? And you got to be specific in what it is, and you got to give it to a specific person. Otherwise, everybody thinks that everybody else is doing the thing that nobody's doing, and at the end of the day, stats flatline. So if that's you, make sure you delegate specifically. Today's call to action I'm going to ask you guys to do is to delegate a task or a goal to a specific person with a specific amount, have them name who they're going to ask or talk to in order to get that amount, give them a deadline, reward, high five, acknowledge them publicly when they do it, but also if you have to hold them accountable, do that one-on-one, not in front of the team, and watch your stats soar.